Hey guys, welcome to PC Perspective. Today we're going to do a kind of impromptu live stream unboxing, initial testing of a TV that I guess showed up for the first time on Friday, like online. I actually bought it from Tiger Direct. It is a Seiki. That's how I'm going to go. Seiki as the brand. 50-inch LED TV, but what's important here is that it is an ultra high definition 4K display, 3840 by 2160, 16 by 9. It labeled as 120 hertz, HDMI 1.4, yeah. So I mean, you can see Ken's showing you some of the specs here on this side, supporting 3840 by 2160 resolution. It only has an HDMI connection. The limitation that will be is probably that. Not probably. We will be limited to 30 hertz refresh rate. Even though it says 120 hertz refresh rate on the box, like all TVs at this way, it's quadrupling frames, or it's interspacing white frames or dark frames to increase contrast and that kind of stuff. So what we figured we'd do, this just came out for sale. Go ahead and unbox it the first time. If we open it up, the screen is shattered. We did not do any of this beforehand, so
do it live.
We're doing it live, so let's see how this works. I just want to pull the box up.
Yeah, the box is already pretty kind of broken from shipping.
You should have seen the other box for the different TV that this particular shipper was dropping off, I guess, after mine.
At least it wasn't ours.
All right.
Yes, this is used for our high precision laser instrument table unboxing. Not for a hand, but mine are kind of full.
Yep. I'm just going to be careful with it. I don't want it to fall over.
Aha, well, we are recording this.
It would be funny later.
No, it'd be funny now. It wouldn't be that funny later.
Where's this box? That box goes all the way up. We might run into a ceiling problem.
Nah. Quality entertainment from PC Perspective.
Perfect fit.
It's fate.
Spin this around. And here's the back. Oh, look. Our bonus cable. This is a UHD HDMI cable.
Ooh, it's braided.
How much difference there actually is, I'm not sure. But there's something to it, I guess. If a very cheap TV was willing to include a cable. Speaking of cheap TVs, check out that remote.
Sweet. Nice and light.
Yeah. Stand. Instructions and batteries. Thank you for the assist.
I do what I can.
All right. So, it does not stand up without the stand at all.
Weird.
You know, some TVs have at least a semi-flat bottom to them. I don't think I really want to set this. I guess I can set it down on its face for a second.
No, sit down on his back.
Then I won't be able to see the screws to attach the plate.
You don't need no screws. Gravity. Right?
Right. It's got a glass pedestal.
It actually is. Not plastic. Well, not really cheap plastic, at least. It's still probably.
That's where the bolts go. Where are those at? Nope, that's just power.
We should get a like a Samsung badge for this thing. Make it look legit. We should get like a Samsung badge for this thing. Look legitimate. I'll probably fit over Seiki, right?
Those are not very large screws.
Oh, far to go. The posts are pretty deep.
Okay, check here for a sec. As
Crotch king.
need a screwdriver. Didn't plan ahead.
Well, what do you mean?
Oh, they wanted to see the screws?
We got them.
Okay, good. Boy. So that's just a plastic cover for the straight posts.
Gravity, I'm telling you.
No, I don't think I'm going to do that.
Usually they have like a collar that it sits down into, so I don't bother screwing them in. But this one, you definitely need.
Yeah. Left the drill at home today, too. Let's not cut any corners right out of the gate.
This breaks when I have a compelling reason that isn't us.
Yeah, that would be nice. The message on the box says that they stand behind their products
Good to hear.
for 1 year. Again, for people who maybe don't know, this is a 4K TV. In theory, it was only $1,299, which is significantly less than any other 4K TV we had seen so far.
Understatement.
Yeah, so
About $19,000 less than any 4K TV that's out.
bought it taking a risk.
Again, understatement.
Yeah. So I'll do this again. Stand it up.
Oh God.
A little wobbly.
Does it have a Visa mount on it?
It does have a Visa mount on it.
There we go.
So when we get our second and third of them, right, we just hook them up to a multi-monitor.
4K, 4K, 4K Infinity.
Yeah.
That'll work, right?
So connections, stereo audio in, component in, headphones. All right. Your HDMI connection, USB, and then you've got 2 more HDMI down here, another USB, VGA. We can use that. They call it PC audio. Yeah, it's just a
It's the
Stereo
audio
audio
input for
in.
the VGA input.
Okay.
That's what they call it, PC audio.
digital TV, coax,
Out. I'm
and then more
assuming.
audio out.
Not bad.
So, yeah, there's your
Come on,
connections.
let's flip it around.
All right,
It's the money shot.
power button on these sides.
Oh, look at that.
It's not cracked or anything?
Nope.
Oh, yeah.
And I can hardly focus on it because of the reflection. Hey, look, it's me.
Seiki. I don't know. If anybody knows if I'm pronouncing that wrong, let me know. This will cost me $24.50 average yearly energy cost.
So
In
obviously,
case you didn't get the model number yet, it's SE50UY04.
catchy.
It is catchy. Most TV names are. So, okay, the next step is we're going to put it on this cart, I guess. right here, I think we'll be able to do that, or was it going to be too shallow? Guess we'll find out. So that we can move it around, plug it in, try to hook it up to a computer and see what it does. Not going to fit?
No. Ah,
No.
we need the TV cart we're currently using. Well, no, not even.
Yeah, we could on that one because it's much shallower. The shelves are in a different order.
Yeah, but
Let's try this first. Let's see how long our HDMI cable is. I might be able to leave it on this while I sit at that table. For a 50-inch TV, maybe that makes sense. It's a little bit further back. "15 minutes till you get off work." I don't know if we'll be in a game in 15 minutes.
not so much.
Not so much. 6-foot cable. Do you want me to maybe try to move this quad set on the floor and put it there?
Go for it.
Okay. All the power cables are down there.
Make sure no DVI cables are plugged in.
That's what I'm looking for.
Is that one still plugged into the switcher from last night? The splitter?
Okay, that should be everything. Should. I'm gonna trade spots. You see anything caught on that? As I pull it away? I don't.
No.
That worked pretty well.
Sweet Bioshock poster.
It is.
Who needs this 30-inch 2560 by 1600 display?
Yeah, get that garbage out of here. Yeah, that's much better. That's how everybody plays, right?
Switch cameras.
All right, let me get the remote and batteries.
The most important part.
What's that?
The most important part.
Yeah.
Are there any buttons on the actual TV?
There are some on the back, yeah.
That's not the most convenient thing in the world.
Well, they're like right around the edge of it type of thing.
Yeah. Pardon the shaky cam.
Good thing we set all this up beforehand.
I know, right?
Okay.
Perfect.
See a blue light. Something's turning on. Welcome to Siki HD TV setup. English.
Is it the first option?
It was. Home
It's good
mode.
news.
I'd like to connect that to HDMI 1. ironically, maybe in good fortune, we happen to have a 4 gigabyte EVGA GTX 680 cards running an SLI.
Weird.
We plug that into HDMI 1.
Nope, because it's on the other side.
Feed that cable over.
It's actually a pretty nice HDMI cable, considering.
Sure. It's connected.
Yep.
Okay, we'll see what happens. No idea.
We'll watch it boot at 1080p.
Probably. It's a pretty worthless remote.
Well, what were you expecting?
So far, so good. Getting Windows. Maybe. 720p. Right.
That's what we wanted, right? Oh,
Boom.
can you guys see that appropriately?
It says it's letting me select 3840 by 2160. Hit apply.
Yeah, we should have used Titan, but we had 680s plugged in.
Holy crap.
Oh my god. Are you guys, like, can you guys tell what this looks like? Yeah, just look at the icon size, the default icon size. Oh, I might be in love with this. I mean, wow. Text renders pretty beautifully.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Our image is not so much, but the text here,
Well, we resize
Does.
images to 1,000 by
not 4K
1,000 wide.
resolution.
Yeah. Man, it's when you were zooming in on the web page, it kind of reminded me of a Retina display.
Hey, look, it's me. Watching me.
Hey, look, Inception. Let's not blow up the 720p video on the 4K TV.
So what is, just as a first check, I'm just curious.
I can't read that from back here.
Okay.
Like, if you hit, you can't, there's no view as 1080p option.
There's original.
Oh, it's just 4K footage?
It's supposed to be.
Let me grab what I downloaded, so we'll have some native
Yeah, we've got some
files.
video we can play back that we downloaded as well. Until the bandwidth doesn't like it.
My poor MacBook Air was not having any rendering the,
Ken, if you look on the file server,
yeah.
there's a folder called 4K video, and there should be 2 zip files in there as well. I'm sure they've finished downloading by now. One of the top comments on this video is, imagine what this will do for porn.
Well, I guess if that's what you're into. 4K. That Blackmagic 4K camera will only be like $4,000, so, you know. Need to find a thumb drive big enough for all this footage.
Yeah. Do it off the not your wireless machine.
I'm not transferring it from the file server. We have plenty of video here and on my PC.
All right, well, that YouTube video is not working out well. So, let's see if my head's not blocking it. But here, just for people who are here, it shows up as SE50 UY04, whatever, at 3840 by 2160. We're using one HDMI connection. But if I go to advanced settings, the monitor is showing up at 29 hertz with a 30 hertz option. Let me try to apply that and see if anything breaks. No, that still works. So now we're at 30 hertz. And then what was there, a checkbox for that? Enable stereoscopic 3D settings for supported displays.
Maybe not so much.
Maybe not so much. Let's open up Origin.
Yes, this display is only 30 hertz due to a limitation of the current HDMI standard.
Right. HDMI just doesn't have enough bandwidth as is. HDMI 2.0 apparently will support 60 hertz. Is that almost copied, or is it going to be a little bit?
About a minute.
All right, well, I'm going to start up Battlefield 3.
Startup Crisis. Battlefield looks
People
a little...
asked for this first.
Okay. It does not have DisplayPort on it.
What, this display? No, it does not. I'm looking at it, and I see a little bit of... I'm sitting pretty close to it, but colors at the corners aren't... It's a little bit darker in the corners, and on this right edge, kind of all the way out on the border.
That may just be an uneven backlight.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
That's how the Korean displays are. You're really...
Oh, really?
The backlight is...
Is it just kind of the problem with cheaper TVs in general?
I think so.
But there's not a lot of flicker on the screen. Like, I don't...
No.
It seems pretty good, even though it's only doing 30 hertz.
We will have to calibrate this display later with the colorimeter. See
Right,
what it
so
looks
here's
like.
Battlefield 3, options, video. Now, are we running an SLI? I forgot to check if we actually had SLI mode enabled. So here we have, we can either do 640 by 480 at 50 hertz, or 3840 by 2160 at 2997. I'll leave it on Ultra, and we'll see what that does. So there is the Battlefield 3 interface. You can see the HDMI in the corner, 3840 by 2160. Save those settings. Oh, you know what? I wonder if it's sending audio to the TV as well. If it is, I don't get it. Is my audio working? Yeah, I don't have audio. Oh, no, it is coming through the TV. No, it's not. I'll figure it out eventually.
Who needs audio? We have 4K video. There we go.
Go tell that long tongue,
It's our favorite part of this game ever.
tell that midnight rider.
I didn't open up Fraps or anything.
That probably would have been a good move. Turn it down a little bit. Actually, just mute it. 2160p.
I'm gonna have to restart that.
Though it's stupid to still specify the P.
And let's make sure SLI is enabled. It is, okay. All right, let's see what the Fraps tells us. 39 frames a second.
At Ultra?
Yep.
Wow. Not that you're doing anything, really, but...
This is a pretty intense part of the game for sure. Though this is like the first full level. That looks really good. I know it's not coming through on the video that we're streaming to you guys, but the PC specs that we have right now is it's a Sandy Bridge E, overclock Sandy Bridge E. No, it's not overclock, just 3960X. And then we're running two GeForce GTX 680s from EVGA. These are 4
gig.
gigabyte models,
Yeah.
4 gig frame buffer each.
At reference clock speeds.
At reference clock speeds, and we're running off an SSD and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, we're hovering at 34, 35 frames per second now. It's a little bit darker then I would like
Yeah,
color needs
we're
to be
really gonna
adjusted.
need to calibrate it.
Well, there's kind of no point since we connected to so many different outputs.
Well, just to test the TV.
Let's see. You wish we were using Titan? Yeah, well, we'll be doing testing of that on this eventually. Let me see something. Menu. Let me see if what picture mode we're in. That looks better. Let's keep that one. Hey.
Change the color temperature. Set to cool. I said it looked a little. Yeah, see.
Cool and normal look the same.
No, you have to give it a minute to.
I like warm.
Yeah.
There we go.
4 GB on those 680s a piece. The Blu-ray spec does not support 4K right now, so it's going to be a long time before we see any 4K Blu-ray players, if we ever do.
I think with a screen this big and being this close to it, you kind of need to do VSync.
Maybe.
And we hover kind of close to the refresh rate. Well, right now we're at 43,
I haven't seen it drop
44.
below 30, so. I haven't seen it drop.
Haven't seen me go below 30.
No. Of course, we're not really in any action scene yet.
Right.
Gets the combat up here. A good indication.
I mean, it's really cool to look at, like down the street here. Like I almost see no aliasing on the.
We'll load Afterburner the next game we try. We don't want to have to X out of Battlefield yet. So we can show VRAM usage. I'm sure it's using all 4 gigs.
I would assume so, but yeah, we can load up Afterburner. I think I still have that on this, or GPU-Z or something like that. Can we add this resolution to the frame rating data? We don't know yet because of the bandwidth difference between this. Right now, the highest we can actually capture is 2560 by 1440 at 60 frames per second. 60 hertz is in a display rate. 2160 or 3840 by 2160 at 30 hertz is higher than that.
Not by a whole lot, but it is higher.
Yeah. So we're gonna experiment and see if we can do it.
Yes, HDMI. One HDMI cable.
Yep. Let's see something. Let's see what it looks like when I turn on VSync on this.
Can this do 3D?
I don't think so.
I guess it doesn't have a transmitter or anything built in.
Right.
But you could do 3D vision probably. I think
I guess it's 120 hertz, but I don't know if it has 120 hertz
actual
input.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to let you see between the shooting and the mouse clicks, which is probably just due to the stream.
What's that?
Someone said they noticed a delay between mouse clicking and shooting.
Yeah, I don't have enough side-by-side comparison to look at. No, I have VSync. I thought I turned VSync on, but apparently I didn't. It's still running at 50.
Do you have to exit BF3 for that to take?
I don't know. Maybe
I don't know if that's one of those games or not.
try one more time. Colorblind support. Maybe. All right. All right, let's quit that. So we're able to run Battlefield 3, 3840 by 2160, ultra settings. On this, oops. So let's open up GPU Z. That'll help us to get memory usage.
Yeah, because we're going to be able to see GPU Z.
No, but I can tell it to continue refreshing it, and then I can.
Do you have
back out.
Precision or Afterburner installed on there? Should have Precision, right?
I do have precision, I think.
I mean, that's the same code base as Afterburner, so
Yeah, but I guess I can
The
enable
overlay.
the overlay.
yeah. Make sure you have the FCAT overlay off.
Yeah, I didn't have that on. Okay, how do I do that? Let's do. On-screen display.
Is VRAM not an option?
No, it probably is. I just need to.
Just turn on the DPI in Windows.
I need to get closer. So we'll do GPU 1. What do I want? GPU 1 usage on the on-screen display. I want memory usage on the on-screen display. It's probably enough, isn't it?
Yeah. So your frame rate, GPU usage, memory usage.
So we'll see what that does.
I have 4K video if you want to play that.
Okay. I assume it will be the only file on there.
There's a folder on there. What?
Just Origin.
Why are you going back into Battlefield?
Because I wanted to show memory usage of that in that particular case. Even if it's only real quick. Where's my OSD?
Probably should have closed out of Fraps. See how many games you can run in 1080p windowed mode at the same time?
Right. So show on the screen display.
Enable the OSD via the server app.
Well, I'm in the precision right here, and the toggle is set to the bracket key. Show in on-screen display. There it is.
It's really not big enough to read, is it?
I'll be able to read it, but not anybody else.
I could fix that. We can show that off. Maybe not. No, that's not gonna work.
Yeah, it's all right. I'll just read it off. Hope to make EVGA put together a larger version of their on-screen display.
Yeah. You can make the font 72 pixels, apparently.
Oh, nice. I guess that would be enough, huh?
We're using two 680s, not one.
Yeah. So right now, at this part, let me get out of this area, it's using 2.7 gigs of memory. So yeah, in terms of how do we use this with our new frame rating graphics performance testing, it's going to be an interesting thing, right? Because we obviously want to test at these resolutions. That was actually the major delay in frame rating to begin with, was that we could only, for a long time, we could only test 1920 by 1080. We knew that wasn't going to be as useful. That wasn't what people wanted. It's not what they were used to seeing. So we struggled for a while to figure out how to do 2560 by 1440. And we figured it out. But I don't know if the card physically has the bandwidth for this. We're using 3 gigs of memory on each GPU right now. So there is definite use for the 4 gigabyte versions of the 680, without a doubt. Yeah, we're at 3 gigs. I'm not going to run through all this again. Let's go ahead and load up Crysis 3. I have a feeling we're going to have to pull back on the settings.
Yeah.
Probably.
Try to change the font in Afterburner while you're, or Precision while you're out in the menu.
Anybody know how, real quick? In the OSD tab, I just have toggle on screen, show system time. I don't know. Sorry. Let's see what this does. Is that in focus? No, I guess it's probably not because it's just a black screen right now.
Yeah.
$3840 by 2160. I'll keep it on very high and just see. See what the menu frame rate is. Frame rate in the menu is at 62. Whatever. Just load it. Load our testing map.
Yeah.
If 680 SLI can make 4K Crysis 3 tolerable, I'm considering this. All right, so very high is not going to work
Yeah, slideshow.
for playable. It's running at about 20 frames per second.
That is
Or-
not your stream.
Memory usage is going up. We're at about 3.5 gigs now.
Yeah. Hit enter.
Thank you. Looks really nice. And still,
Yeah, turn off AA.
I wonder if that's one of the ones you have to restart the game for. It took us up to almost 30. The screen is still too dark.
Oh, really?
I would say my first impressions of this is that I'm not super impressed with the display yet. I don't know. I see some kind of flickering and stuff, but I don't know 100% if that's the display or the game or the settings at this resolution. Let's just try system spec high. Keep texture resolution up there because, 4 gigs. So now we're at 40 frames per second.
So that looks pretty good.
Playable. Did I have VSync on? So we were running about 40 frames per second. SLI 4 gig cards.
What was memory usage?
Memory usage is at, no, it's actually gone down since I took system spec down. We're at about 2.6 gigs. When I was at very high, we were 3.6
Yeah.
gigs. Where's VSync? What am I missing?
There you go.
Something's weird. It's also, just like Battlefield 3, doesn't seem to actually be enabling VSync.
Might have to force in the driver.
Yeah. Let's try that. This restarts quick. I want to see if any of the flickering I see kind of screws with it. No, VSync shouldn't be trying to force it to 60 hertz because VSync is not supposed to be tied to any particular number. It's supposed to be tied to what the graphics card and display communicate and say is the refresh rate. So we'll try it. Oh, you know what? I actually have it set to always off on this instead of use 3D application setting, which I will change it to now.
There you go.
Let's try that again. And the TV, actually the TV was only $12.99, and actually with free shipping and no tax.
Wow.
So it was
Thanks, Tiger Direct.
$12.99 out the door. Yeah, there we go. Now the frame rate is locked at 29.9. Yeah, you can get 3 of these if you want to. Sure.
Can't drive them with
You
it.
can't drive them all. Well, I mean, I guess connection-wise, I don't know. If you tried to use like a DVI to HDMI adapter, somehow I don't think that would function.
Can drive them
correctly.
at 4K.
Yeah. Get 3 Titans. I've got 3 Titans. We've got 3 Titans.
3840 by 2160. That's what it is, right?
3840 by 2160, correct. Yeah, that was kind of the theory I went through. Must not want, but yet I had people in our company chat room going, "Oh, you should try it. It'd make a good story." So I bought it. So that actually looks a lot better with the VSync on. I don't see
You're not moving.
even stationary. But do you see when I move how things get a little bit darker, and when I am stationary? Like, look at the brightness of these leaves here. When I move, there's like a little bit, there's flicker in it.
I see the flicker, but it's not things getting brighter and darker, I don't think. I've noticed that type of stuff on like my Korean monitor even.
Yeah. I wonder if it's like the 120 hertz
Interpolation.
interpolation of it or something like that.
Yeah,
I wonder
so
how I
that's
wonder if I
on.
wonder if I
Just
can even
set up.
turn that off.
Go to setup.
Blue screen. How do I move over?
No. You're not.
All I know. I'm going back to what I had it at before.
It's definitely not scaling up.
What's that?
It's definitely not just upscaling.
Oh no, it's definitely doing 3840 by 2160
Yeah, though.
for sure. I don't understand why that's not moving across.
Hit menu. Yeah. Nope. There you go.
Okay.
Turn off noise reduction.
Yeah, that could be
I don't know what that is, but I don't like it.
off.
DLC. Downloadable content. The manual.
Well, those are our options. Advanced is disconnected.
No game is
transparency
optimized for
on.
4K. That would be a stupid thing for them to do.
What else might there be? Nothing else in the picture. Color brightness, blue screen, sharpness.
I'm RTFMing.
Yes, please read the manual. All right, well, let's see. I turned off noise reduction. Maybe that'll help.
To assure 4K, 2K picture quality, please use HDMI 1.44 version cable.
Well, I use their supplied cable, so that
Oh,
should
that's
be good.
funny. That's a sticker over the manual, and in the manual they have a Y HDMI cable that's going into HDMI 1 and 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So they were initially splitting it.
That's what it sounds like.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't buy that there's a special cable for HDMI 1.4, but hey.
Maybe.
Could you? Oh, wow, no, that's VGA only. Dynamic luminance control.
Yeah, that sounds like what I want to turn off.
Yeah.
Where's that at?
That was DLC in the settings.
It was already set to off, wasn't it?
It's probably some advanced menu somewhere, but who the hell knows?
Robert Heron will know. He's getting one of these TVs today or tomorrow as well.
Ooh, it has a Y chip in it.
Oh, good.
V chip. Not Y chip. Seiki Digital is based in America, in Canton, Michigan. That's why I got here so quickly. And
Yeah.
shipped to Chicago.
Yep.
Haha. Better than California.
That's right. So this definitely looks good. We're only, right now, again, people who are looking memory usage, 2.4 gigs. We turned the quality settings down just a little bit.
Prophet? Prophet? Are you there? Are you okay?
I should play games like this all the time.
Interesting. With VGA, you can adjust the HPAS, VPAS, clock, phase, and stuff. The timings. Yeah, I don't see anything too earth-shattering in here.
Prophet! Prophet! It's too dangerous! You're losing yourself to the south!
Yeah.
Lawrence!
No, I'm okay. I'm all right.
Looks really good. All right, quit that. BioShock Infinite, do I have that on this one? I don't know if I do. Oh, how about I try this video? Um, 4K. How big's that folder?
Like
2
2.1
gigs is all?
Yeah.
I don't have Bioshock on this one. Tomb Raider. All right, so now we're going to see if we can play back some 4K footage that we downloaded as well. Open with Windows Media Player?
No, God, why? No.
I'm going to have to download VLC or something, aren't I?
It's actually downscaling because this is 4096 by whatever that math works out to be. But it looks
Oh, it is downscaling it a little, isn't it?
that looks pretty amazing. It's like we're at CES again. I can watch 4K video of scenery. Yeah.
I wish we had something that was 1080p and 4K to kind of
Yeah.
compare. So for reference, this file is 337 megs is all, but it's running at about 20 megabits, 4096 by 2304. I have an uncompressed YUV file I'm going to copy over to.
Won't have to worry about anyone shoulder surfing because they can't read it.
Yeah. Aw, puppies. I want to watch that one. Doesn't look like puppies at all.
Aww. The video slowed down. Like, the actual source is.
Yeah. If you're going to record 4K, you might as well record at 120 frames per second and then cut that in half later.
I don't think any
Makes it
I
artistic.
don't think any camera on Earth can do that.
Red does that.
4K at 120
Yeah.
hertz. Jelly.
Well, sure. Oh,
85.
don't drown him.
Red is doing a 6K camera upgrade, sensor upgrade now. Maybe it's 5K. I don't know. There's more Ks.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah. So we'll have to get someone else in here to see if they notice it looking drastically different than just HD.
I just think they're being mean to him. Leave those puppies alone. Artistic. If you slow it down, it's artistic. Every time. How about St. John? While I wait for that one to copy over. St. John, Virgin Islands. I don't think I was at that place. Maybe I was.
What about that place?
I don't like that one. I see blockiness all over that one.
I agree.
When it was fast moving, compression artifacts.
Yeah. Not the best. I think this TV is doing some sort of interpolation.
Yeah, it is.
Hands don't seem smooth.
Slow things look great. Fast things I'm not impressed with.
Yeah. And remember what the footage you downloaded was?
No, not yet.
We need to watch a race in 4K or something like that.
Oh,
Something with a lot of fast motion.
it's like that looks awesome. that I start to see some flicker in the.
Yeah, what frame rate is the video?
Oh Lord, I don't know.
Because it just could just be the fact that we're playing it back at 30 hertz.
23 frames a second.
Yeah, I'm 24. Yeah.
Oh, holy crap! It's a 7.2 gigabyte file. Uncompressed. It's a 59% compression ratio on a YUV. I thought uncompressed. Can you do lossless compression on video? I thought that was the whole point. I don't know.
Well, it wasn't a zip file.
I don't know if anybody knows has any suggestions for a. I'll look, but 4K video playback. Red Ray. That is like a
Yeah.
upscaling Blu-ray player, I think.
No. It's a player to
4K
play back
cinema player to
4K
bring
content.
ultra high D content to your home business or local theater.
Yeah, it's for playing back red material.
Bite-sized files.
I think it's got the output's weird though. I think it's like
When I was at the Intel offices, they had a Red Ray.
well, of course.
Well, of course.
The Gigabyte blog has 4K video. Apparently, we need to get into shooting 4K stock footage.
Gigabyte blog has 4K video.
It's probably what they were showing off at CES. Remember them telling us it was difficult to find source material.
Okay, so now this video file is 3840 by 2160. It's only 15 seconds long. Its bitrate is 1.8 gigabits. Is that right?
I can't read it.
1792. Yeah, 1.8 gigabits, 23 frames per second.
YouTube does have 4K demo stuff, but you know, Flash.
Yeah. Windows Player cannot play the file.
What format is it?
MOV.
I don't know if they're doing HTML5 playback of 4K on YouTube. Kind of think not.
Let's get VLC real quick. Oh yeah, they do have. Oh, they're on Dropbox.
Enterprise, right?
1.6 gig. Let's try that one too. That one's coming from Amazon Cloud Drive. Yeah, since I changed the color temperature, I don't like the way the desktop looks.
You didn't change the color temperature back. You had it on warm, but when you went back into the menus, it was still on normal. Plain bricks. I don't really want 4K RAW because we want to be able to play it.
This is true.
We don't have to encode it. Can't wait until H.265. That's not playing it back.
That's not good.
Elemental.
The company that made those plugins.
They do other stuff,
Yeah.
but yeah. That's funny.
The system cannot keep up with
Is
it.
there a GPU acceleration option in the menu?
Look, it's the disk.
Oh, well, yeah.
The disk, our SSD is at 100%, when it tries to play the video because it can't. It's a 7.8 gig file being read in 14 seconds. So the data rate it's trying to keep up at it can't do it. You'd think it'd be able to like load it into memory. It's almost keeping up now.
You don't have that much. Yeah, you do have that much RAM.
It's a pretty boring 14-second clip though.
Yeah.
It looks sharp.
Yeah.
I don't know what it did with something. The disc was at 100%. Now when I play it back, it's only at 1%. But we're only using 17% of our memory.
They say there's a GPU option in the decode option in the menus. If you go to options,
Tools preferences,
yeah, and then input.
input and codecs, use
Yeah.
GPU accelerated decoding.
See if that works any better. No, not really.
Well, that's YUV uncompressed. I'm just gonna go ahead and delete that because that's kind of dumb. I have a Coast Guard one that's the exact same thing. 10 seconds of video.
Yeah, it's not gonna be worth trying to play back.
Nope, I don't think so. Redwood National Park. Background music.
Man, that Blackmagic 4K camera can't come out fast enough, can it?
See, the things that are slow look great.
That did not do.
Yeah.
That did not look good.
And I don't know how much of it is I'm getting blockiness. Maybe it's not. You can't. Well, here. Let me try playing this back in VLC at least, just to see. I don't know why I did that instead of the installer. Oof.
Not so much.
Catch up. Catch up. Yeah, that does worse than Windows Media Player. Let me try turning off GPU decode.
Not so much.
Not so much. I don't know, I feel like the flicker issue I see is somehow related to the TV.
Yeah, I don't know. I definitely see it though.
I don't know what I was expecting.
What do you mean?
I don't know what, like,
That
it's a $1,300 4K TV when the cheapest 4K TV otherwise was $5,000 or $6,000, right?
the $5,000 ones aren't even out
The
yet.
$5,000 ones aren't out yet, so I guess I kind of expected it to not be perfect. In some cases, it looks really astounding. This close to 50-inch TV.
Yeah. The Sony just announced the $5,000 ones, Knight Raider.
mean, that looks awesome.
Try the YouTube content just to
Alright.
see how that works.
I thought I did once.
I have one of those downloaded locally.
So, is there like a specific landing page?
Yes, that top one. It's a YouTube playlist.
Life
YouTube,
in the
YouTube.
garden. Thank you, grass cutters, by the way. The problem with this is we have to buffer it as well. Look, an old man. He's not dead. He was breathing. It's okay. I mean, CPU utilization is only hitting in the 20s on this. So if there's a bottleneck, it's something else. Yeah, see, we get these stutters and hitches.
Yeah, Flash isn't like that.
Now let's try changing it to 1080p.
Full screening it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks significantly worse.
Yeah, it does.
Doesn't look anywhere near as sharp. A Vaseline over the lens.
All right, let's try
Puppies and dying old men.
240p. Okay, so this is 240. They can't really tell even, can they? That probably looks pretty good to them. 240p, right? Look at that pause screen.
And that's not like a coming into focus shot. That's you can download 4K off of YouTube.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, you can rip it, but I don't think it's going to show anything different.
Oh, there's not like a download button.
No, but
I see,
if you
I
use
see.
YouTube downloaders,
Love animals? Crave adventure. Want more wildlife than just taking Grover
The
to
advertisements in
dog park?
4K?
Well, have we
I
got-
don't think so.
that's a shame. Jellies.
Let's try it. There it goes.
We have a 4K fish tank video. I could just loop all day.
That's this right here.
Yeah.
It looks, I mean, it looks good. I don't know what else to say. I like how there's no HD logo next to the gear on YouTube when you're an original. It's like, ah. Who else did one? Oh, weren't the original, like the new 3D Mark? What's that called? The new 3D Mark benchmark run?
Firestorm.
Fire Strike, how about that?
And whatever. Why would it be?
Hey, look, the second result is PC Per. They uploaded it at 2560 by 1440 or something like that.
That doesn't help us.
Well,
We can already view that.
true. Man, this PC Per guy, they posted a link to one. We'll play that back at 1080p. Just to see. At least I have a reference of what this should look like. Come on, YouTube. Fix it. I think I'll try Tomb Raider after this. Man of Steel 4K trailer on YouTube.
Flash just doesn't.
Flash and 4K don't mix very well. Go
What?
figure.
Flash and 1080p don't make that well. Yeah, just
This is dumb.
move on to a game.
What's the actual title of the Man of Steel trailer? Number 3? Is it the third trailer? I can spell. Let's see if this has it. Nope, just 1080p. Oh well. All right. Let's try something new. We could do Unreal Tournament 2004.
No, we can't.
Skyrim. I'm gonna try
No
Skyrim.
one wants to see
I'm gonna try Skyrim.
Skyrim. Doesn't look.
3840. Skyrim looks great. What are you talking about?
I don't think it's gonna be that impressive.
We will see.
We will. It'll run at a nice frame rate, probably.
In theory.
Save number 43,000.
It's only run at like 30 frames a second.
Yeah, Sleeping Dogs at 4K. That isn't gonna work.
We definitely have to turn some stuff down on Sleeping Dogs. So, okay, this is actually like at 80 frames per second. Why is my level going up? What's going on?
That's just Skyrim in general. Being a buggy game.
Well, good, the Weed Eater guy's here now, too. Yeah, the level up is not leaving the screen.
It's just Skyrim. That does look pretty good, though.
It does look pretty good, though, doesn't it? Like, if I turn around and look like at the castle and stuff.
Angry Birds 4K. Solitaire 4K. Minesweeper.
When I'm moving, I feel like I see in all the games I've played on this TV so far some kind of shimmer, almost like a texture filter shimmer, but I don't see it when I was playing on the other monitors.
Yeah.
So I think there's either some setting that I don't know about yet on the TV, or there's not, and then that sucks. All right. There's Skyrim running at 30, whatever resolution, 3840 by 2160. We could do Dirt 3. Just try Tomb Raider. 3840, refresh rate of 30 hertz. Quality, probably not ultra. Let's go high. See what that does. Dirt 3 is likely a common game shown at 4K M-Lock because it's not very stressful, right? So sure, I don't remember where I was at. That looks pretty good too.
Yeah. Doing the Gears of War thing.
Doing a talking scene, yeah. Well, you gotta walk slow because you're talking on the walkie-talkie.
That's the wrong way, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah.
How do you know this?
Does I remember? Actually, no.
No, I was right. Yeah. That's where everything just collapsed behind her. That actually looks pretty good.
What's VRAM look like here?
Only 1.8 gigs. Oh, that's not good.
Wait, how'd you get upside down?
Got caught in a bear trap or something. Shoot pulley to escape snare. All right. Awesome. Rope. New gear acquired. What? I have no idea what you're asking me to do. No. That does look pretty good. So games at 4K turn out that they're pretty awesome.
Weird.
I know. Somebody turned off inverted.
I wasn't playing Tomb Raider. "4K Tress Effects."
Actually, it doesn't look like I have that on.
I mean, probably not. No, you definitely don't.
Graphics. Let's see if I can break it.
I can't even focus on that. There you go. It's not going to be possible to overclock the display because HDMI doesn't support a higher refresh rate.
Right. I think. Hair quality. Here we go. Tress FX. Uh-oh. NVIDIA bugs. I didn't use the updated driver. Her hair's on fire. Oh, lordy. All right. I want to exit. Where's that button? Exit. Okay, so I don't know what else to get into at this point.
Hey, it's probably pretty good.
So, I guess I would say my initial experience with this it's a cheap TV in terms of build quality. Just like the stand wasn't really high quality feeling. It's a little bit wobbly on its own stand. Yeah, if I had it tipped over, I've been really pissed off. It works right out of the box on the NVIDIA solution. We have no reason to think that it wouldn't work on the AMD solution. They all support 3840 by 2160 on HDMI 1.4a. We've looked at a lot of cool games, or at least a lot of games at it, and it's really, really impressive looking to see them at this rate. I'm a little bit concerned about some possible flickering lighting issues that I saw with the monitor so far, both in video playback, 4K video playback, and at in-game playback. I guess I could try this just because. If we take the screen back down to 1080p, oh. No, let's not do that. I actually took it back down to 1080i. Because notice that
That's not the best.
it's also
overscanning
everything, which is kind of weird. But when you take it to 3840, that doesn't happen. Looks pretty sharp. So we still have a lot to work on. Expect us to figure out a way to run some benchmarks on this in the next day or so, and we will report back with some results on how different high-end graphics configurations work on 4K resolutions. Thanks, guys.